Hello, and welcome to this show. Now, you might ask yourself, what is this show? And that's a good question. But I think for today's show, I'm going to do something that I have this idea for. So basically, I'm going to try out an idea. And what my idea is, I'm going to basically play a game of story roulette. So I have here my hat, if you can see it, which you should, because I checked on my screen and you can. So if you can't, it means you're blind. Or not watching, which is probably the more likely. Now, any case, in my hat I have an assortment of little papers, which have been crumpled up. Now, they're not just random little empty pieces of paper, which would have been pointless, but they are instead, well, each of them contain a noun, a word on it. And how this game is going to work is I'm going to draw a piece of paper from my hat, and I will then read out the word, and then I will attempt to tell a story about said thing, or at least a story containing said thing. But preferably a story revolving around this specific object. Now, I made them as random as I could, and I'm also shaking it up a little, make things interesting. And then, yeah, so the rules, I guess I should say, are that there are no cuts allowed in the video, so I was just tell the story as best I can. So, yeah, here we go. And hopefully it'll be at least mildly entertaining. Okay, here we go. First word. Pencil. Yes. I need to tell a story about a pencil. Okay. So, once upon a time, in a land far, far away, well, the land wasn't really very far away. It was just sort of like a hop, skip, and a jump away from Alpha Centauri. So yes, it was on a planet very far away, this land as well. And on this land there was a pencil. Now, how this pencil got here is what the truly miraculous thing is. You see, it would turn out that this pencil had evolved on this planet that's, you know, almost said circulating, orbiting Alpha Centauri. And it's sentient. So it's the first sentient object, as it were, on Alpha Centauri. And I am being called. Well, now you undoubtedly noticed that there was a cut. And that's because, well, I was interrupted. And, well, I guess it just ruined the story. So I think I should come up with a contingency plan in the event that the story is ruined. And I will therefore draw another topic and begin anew. So, this one, that's the same one. I accidentally put it back in the hat, which is not good. Okay, so, here I go. Back into the sorting hat. The hat of stories. Ha! The hat of stories. Oh, new things, new things. Okay. Paper. Okay. So, now we need to tell a story about paper, or containing paper. In fact, lots of paper. In fact, this story contains so much paper that it is frightening. Because you see, our story begins where the world ends. Yes. See, what happened was, all of the world's trees were harvested and turned into paper. And, well, I guess that's about it, really. Yeah, so I guess I should tell you why. Well, it would turn out that this is in a point in the world's, well, I guess future, I should say, where trees have evolved to the point of complete sentience. And I guess I'm doing this whole sentience thing again. Oh well, hey, we're going with it. So, the trees had evolved to the point where they became sentient. Not only did they become sentient, but they became violent. And they started attacking the human race in retribution for all of the deforestation we have caused in the spanning of our existence. So then mankind obviously eventually came out victorious in this battle, and they turned all the trees to paper, which then subsequently, on an unrelated note, well, not really unrelated, it was actually the causing factor, but basically the world ended. So now we have a planet full of paper. Um, yeah, so ta-da! Hope you liked it. And yeah, bye!
And song music, and song music now, and song music, and song music now, and song music now.
Not to become known as a man who doesn't keep his word, I am going to follow up on something I need to do from a previous video, and that is thank two people for coming up with answers to my hat problem. And so it turns out that I forget what the hats are called. Wait, I know the one said a bomber hat, which is, thank you, that was Lorraine, thank you. And the other one, Shapkushanka, I believe. It's a Russian word. I think I'm pronouncing it right. I hope I'm pronouncing it right, I should say. And that one is thanks to Charlene. So, thank you. And maybe next time I'd be able to have a bit more of a rewarding reward. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys have a good day, a good week. I hope to do this again sometime, and perhaps next week, same time. And yeah, goodbye.